Hello everyone, thank you for joining us here again today at Bitcoin Exchange. This is Jay, and I wanted to put a new video out on a brand new ICO that's in its crowd sale as we speak. For the timestamp, this video is being made Monday, November 6, 2017. And so this is their website, ico.bitcomo.com. And Bitcomo is all about the next generation of performance marketing and digital advertising, which finds itself all about lead generation. In fact, they say here, Bitcomo is the first decentralized platform in the CPA ad network, which is based on blockchain technology, which also uses smart contract algorithms. In other words, they're merging digital advertising, lead generation, with smart contracts and the transparency of the blockchain network or the blockchain technology. And so let me get just a little bit of history about what's going on in this field, because it is a very large market with hundreds of thousands of players in it. And these direct advertisers rarely, when they advertise and they pay for their advertisements, they rarely get what they paid for. And as an example, you know, if you receive things in your mail box of advertisers, and people still receive those today, mailers usually have about 0.5% response for the money that has been spent, okay? Which is absolutely horrible. Now, in the computer world, if you were to go to Google Ads or whatnot, you're going to advertise and you're going to pay for that package based on the amount of clicks, or you're going to pay per click is what that's called. But really, pay-per-clicks is really a gamble, because there's no factual way to tell if a human being is clicking on your ad or if it's a computer bot making these clicks. There are computer bots that are out there that do nothing but just run these clicks up through the roof, because guess what? You're paying for each click. And so there's no real factual way of bringing the accuracy into accountability and say, did I get everything that I could have gotten out of each dollar that I spent in advertising? So it's a real big issue. And Bitcomo offers advertisers the opportunity to only pay for real live customers. And the way they do this is really interesting. When you're trying to generate leads, you don't want to try and pay for bot clicks and different things like that when you're doing the pay-per-click. So with Bitcomo, the customers that are going to come to you have actually committed by registration, as one example, or ordering goods or on services of a website, have actually committed to wanting to talk to you. And so it's going to reduce the amount of your advertising budget, folks. In fact, they have actually come across and said it could drop your advertising budget by as much as 45%. And that is huge, because they're cutting out the middleman and bringing the three together. And when I say the three together, I'm talking about the advertiser, the publisher, and the customer. And that brings about brand recognition, the affiliates, and then also the revenue necessary. So Bitcomo is coming to answer this real live problem that's in this particular marketplace, and they're doing it by using what's called cost per action as opposed to pay per click. Now, there are a few other companies, BitClave and AdX and CDX and others that are doing making their efforts to achieve some of the same things. However, there are going to be several companies that are going to be necessary to help bring the advertisement costs down, the lead generation volume up, in a world that is getting smaller and smaller every day. And so Bitcomo is really interesting. And what I liked about this particular coin, let's get to the coin, is number one, the coin is trading right now, or buying rather. You can buy into this coin for somewhere around 31, 32 cents. And we'll get to that here in just a moment. This is their white paper here. And I've brought it on down to the pre-ICO. Now, they've changed their dates a little bit. They've updated because they're ahead of schedule, which is a good thing. But their crowd sale has already begun. It wasn't supposed to begin until December and going into January, but they're ahead of schedule. They've already started their crowd sale for their ICO. Now, this particular token is an ERC20 token, and you can read their white paper. Please read through the white paper. Do your own research and invest at your own risk. However, this company meets several of the things that I look for in a good ICO. And number one, that is the footsteps of this company do not go back just 30, 60 days or so. This team has been together working diligently now for almost 2 years to launch this particular vision, and they have the expert ability and professional ability to execute their vision, which is another thing that I look at. So the footprints go back almost 24 months. Now, the risks they're mentioning here, ICOs are a relatively young business, and there is risk. There's no guarantee of profit. Obviously, there isn't. However, they are not doing this to lose money, and neither are the investors. And so this is a pretty nicely done white paper as well. Here's their roadmap. Okay, it goes through the third and fourth quarter, and then on into 2018 to let you know exactly what's going on here. The ICO runs for 30 days, and then this is now their crowd sale. And then after that, in December, they're going to be including their tokens on trading platforms, which is really, really nice. Now, they also tell you, if I can get down here to it, do not, let's see if I can find that. It might be up a little higher. Do not send money from an exchange. Okay? So when you get into, let's see, investments, here it is. Investments coming from crypto exchangers will not be accepted. So do not send your Ethereum or your Bitcoin from Coinbase or from Bittrex or Poloniex or any other exchange. Send it from a wallet. And if you're sending Ethereum, this is an ERC20 token, which is based on Ethereum. Send the money from your Ethereum wallet, which is probably one of the favored is myethereumwallet.com. You can send your Ethereum from that wallet, and then they will send at the end of the ICO crowd sale, they will send your coins, your tokens, back into your MyEther wallet location using that same address. If you're using Bitcoin, they will give you the address to send, obviously, both Ethereum and Bitcoin. But you are going to have to give them a place to send the ERC20 token. And so we'll get to that here in just a moment. But do not send it from an exchange. Now, if you go over to their website and you click on Join the ICO, it's going to bring you to this page here. You're going to sign in, folks, with a username, your email, and you're going to create a password. And I want to stop and explain something to my listeners. Do not use the same passwords that you have been using on other accounts, whether it's your bank account or on your phone, or whether it's your email accounts. Do not use the same passwords, because people are losing their coins, folks, because these computer hackers have a way of hitting you with so many different things from their computer that will figure out the keystrokes. And if you're using the same password all over your life, which is easy to do, it's simple to do, because it's easy for everybody to remember. They just plug in the same old password no matter what it is. You're going to lose your tokens. You're going to lose your coins, because these folks, these hackers, can figure this stuff out. You want to use a highly secure password. And when I say highly secure, I mean it needs to be at least 16 characters long, and should include uppercase, lowercase, and exclamation marks, and the number, the pound sign, if you would, integrated, mixed up through all of that, and only use that particular password for that particular account. So you need to have a way of recording this. And I'll tell you what, in my safe, I'll give you an example of what I do. In my safe, I have a little black book, and it's called My Little Black Book. I got it from Half Price Books. And everything that I have, every password that I use is laid out in that little black book. And I use different passwords for everything that I do. Because folks, listen, if you've been hit like I have and you've lost over $100,000 in your coins because you didn't do your diligence, you'll only do that one time. Take it from me. I've had friends lose them and I've lost them. I don't want you to lose it. So make a very dedicated, secure 16-character password specifically for your purchase. Each purchase using a different password, and log it down. Do not lose it. Okay? Now, this is they have a live chat. You can go in there and talk to them if you need to. This is their calculator. If you're going to use Bitcoin, it'll tell you, okay, how many do you want to buy? Say, okay, I don't know. Let's just put in there 1,000. It's going to tell you to send 0.04 Bitcoin, 0.044 Bitcoin. You got to send exactly this number here. Okay. Now, if I decide I want to use Ethereum and I want to make 1,000, it's going to say send exactly this amount of Ethereum. Okay. And it's when you get past this, okay, and you click OK, let's go. It's going to take you to this page, and here is your address. And folks, you need to take a picture of this particular page, because if you lose this address, you know, you're going to need that, especially in my Ethereum wallet. You're going to have to tell my Ethereum wallet this is a custom token. Here's the address from where it's coming. Here's the call sign. It's the BM token, okay? And then you're going to have to find out from Bitcomo what their digit is. How many digits to the right of the decimal do they use? Most use 18, some use less. You need that. When you plug all that information into my Ethereum wallet under the custom token, when you receive your tokens, you're gonna send your Ethereum to, or your Bitcoin to, this address, folks. But if this is coming from my Ethereum wallet that you're sending your Ethereum from, it's going to come right back into that same. And when it comes in and you put all that information in, your MEW wallet will recognize that and label it as your BM token. So you'll be able to recognize it when you see it. Just telling you how this works, folks, okay? So, real quick, let's get back over here to their main website. And let's get down here and talk a little bit about, as I mentioned, the things that are important to me. Number one, read the white paper, as I said, and do your own history and your own research. But this is important. Here's your team. And Ivan is the co-founder, and he's also the CEO of AdPop. So this gentleman has been in advertising now and been successful at it. And you can click into his LinkedIn and you can, befriend him or follow him or do whatever. Nick is also, he's a blockchain advisor. Alex is he is the CMO officer here of Bitcomo. This gentleman is the head of public relations. And you're going to find it. They have broken this down by region, if you would. Here's Latin American and the EU markets manager. Here's US and the Asian Pacific market manager. Southeast Asia market manager. The CIS marketing manager. Here's an event director. Here's your Bitcomo platform developer. Here's your CSS or your CIS marketing manager. Here's your head of publishing. U.S. and Asia market manager. So this is, you are in the United States, you are allowed to buy this token, incidentally. Here's your finance manager, and then your Latin American market manager. So this team has been working together for a long, long time, 24 months, doing excellent work and getting their traction and moving forward and executing their vision. Now, here's their advisors. CEO of AdCombo, CEO of Media Sniper, the director of AdRU, the co-founder of AdNow. So they're surrounding themselves with people that are in the advertising legal area of the world so that they can be accountable. And this is nice. You know, sometimes when I read a white paper or I look into their team and see how functional the team is, and their advertisers, they almost look like Miss Piggy and Kermit. It's like these guys have no clue what they're doing, and you don't even want to. And so I don't do the review. But when I come across a team that is well planned out and has been executing them, their protocols for months, and then I find that that they have surrounded themselves with advisors that will know a lot about what they're doing and hold them accountable, brings a lot of credibility to the marketplace here, folks. So anyway, this particular ICO is interesting to me putting it out here at the end of the video, let you know that you can buy this ICO, and as I mentioned, in December sometime, they'll have that on the exchanges, and you can do like you do all the ICOs. You either hold on to it for a while in the long term, or you can sell it when you get the return of investment you're looking for. But this particular token, they have committed to paying out 60% of their annual profit to the token holders, which is huge. That's the highest I have seen yet in all the videos that I have been doing and all my research through all the the months and months that I have been doing the research here for this channel. That is absolutely huge. But what does that mean? That means no matter if you own 100 coins or 5,000 coins or 50,000 coins, you're going to get your portion of the profit every fiscal year when they pay out. If you have this coin, you're going to get a portion of that 60% of their annual profit. So you can hold on to the coins knowing that the values are going up over time. And now you get into 2020, 2025, this coin is going to be well ahead of where you bought it from. But you have been receiving these payouts every year that's only going to help bolster the value of this particular coin. And this is what held my attraction to it. It's got a very high media hype behind this coin with a very low risk and a better than average return of investment expected. So I wanted to put this out there for you and let you know how this works, what it is, and how to get involved. Okay, do me a favor if you would, hit that submit button and that subscribe to our channels, throw out a comment if you would, let me know. If you're new to this channel, I'm very, very, very connected to all the comments. I eliminate some of the stupid stuff, but I put out almost every comment that's reasonable, I answer. I am very, very much appreciative of my audience and of my subscribers, and I would like for you to join our little community here at Bitcoin Exchange. Okay, this is Jay. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the future.